Are we going live? Yeah. Are we going live? Yeah.
Says we are.
We're live. We're live. Okay. Anybody who comes later and watches this from the beginning is going to be like, what the hell just happened here? That's what I'm like when I think I'm by myself.
Yeah. Both of us.
Yeah, there's probably a time lapse.
A little delay. There is. There usually is.
Yeah. And we are here early, so that is okay.
Yeah.
That is why we're here early. If you arrive after the live stream is over, I would fast forward by 15 minutes, and hopefully we'll be into things by then.
Yeah.
We are here early because we both have trust issues when it comes to technology and YouTube Live.
Morning, sir and her.
Good morning, sir and her. Oh, gosh.
Or good day.
Well, for us, it's good afternoon.
Yeah.
No, it's still technically morning here. It's a quarter to noon.
For a few more minutes.
On our time zone.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I kind of like getting here early. It gives people time to, like, it's almost like, I don't want to say calling a meeting because, ooh, that sounds like work. But it's a little bit like.
It's like we're the hosts and we're here. We've
opened
set up.
the doors.
We've opened the door
Right.
and we're greeting everybody as they come in.
And we want to give everybody time to get their coffee or their tea or their beverage of
and
choice.
Snacks and, you know, settle down, get comfortable.
Yeah, definitely get comfortable because this one, as I told the podcast listeners, strap in for this one, y'all, because it's a list. It's a list. We are also festive.
Yeah.
Because we finally have a mantle to hang stockings from.
Right.
So that's cool. I like that.
Uh-huh.
You are wearing a Santa hat, which I'm sure will get commented on soon enough in the chat because people will notice. You're going to wear that every week?
Probably.
You should. I mean,
until the holidays are over, yeah.
We're going to be festive until Christmas is over, which
Right.
you know that means that we actually will have to take down the decorations before we come back for the new year, right?
Yeah.
That'll look so bad if in January we would still have the stockings up.
Oh, I want this stuff down and back in storage.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's part of, you know, maybe not on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Mr. Scrooge. Make us rip down all the tinsel at 6 p.m. on Christmas Day.
The gifts are open. We're taking down the decorations.
I threw out the wrapping paper. I'm throwing out the ornaments next. Well, I guess, quite frankly, that will depend on our tree since it's a live tree this year.
Yes.
If the thing starts dying in front of our eyes, it might be like a race to get the ornaments off and get it out to the curb.
To get it out of the house before the needles settle in.
Yes, yes. For anybody who is joining, we are here super early. We've got technically 12 minutes, so we are just in the BS mode. Feel free, hit pause or whatever. Go get a drink. Go get a snack. Go to the bathroom. Whatever you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do. Yeah. What do I have to BS about? I am trying a new coffee creamer.
You are.
I'm not giving up my heavy cream, but I am trying a special mint cocoa almond milk creamer.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's delicious. It's too thin for me because I'm a heavy cream girl, but so it doesn't make my coffee quite light about. Morning, Connie.
Morning.
But it's yummy because it's mint and it's chocolate and it's cream and it's in my coffee, my second cup of coffee for the day. Today is not a day I'm intermittent fasting. I've been drinking coffee since like 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, we both been hitting it hard today.
I have a feeling, sorry y'all, I got an ice cube in my mouth. I have a feeling that with some of the stuff we have going on over the next like 2 weeks, we'll be hitting the coffee hard.
Yeah.
Yep. What do we have going on? We'll talk about Saturday when we get into the episode. But the following weekend, the kid has band stuff, and you have a show.
Right.
So there'll be some juggling there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got to get ready for Christmas. I have the list of things that need to be purchased for people who are not the children. And then for once, I actually have to ship off my mom's Christmas presents because we're not going to her house this year. So I got to get them in enough time. And then thankfully, we have like a USPS online account. I can do shipping through my computer. I do not have to go stand in a line at the post office. I can drop off boxes at the post office. It's just easier. Oh, yay. No work today for Baby Love and Sir. That's awesome. But yeah, I have to actually get everything time. Normally, I'm the one who's like, oh, 3 days before Christmas, let me go to the grocery store and buy some gift cards. That will not fly this year. For my mom, yeah, that won't work. So yeah, there's going to be a lot. Oh, thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
We're glad you love the show and the podcast. And this sounds hokey, but that's what we want to do is help. Hopefully we entertain too. The good girl in me loves to entertain. I don't know that I'm entertaining, but if I crack somebody up or, make them go, that was cool, then it's almost like a good girl.
You do that to me on a daily basis.
Well, when we're not sniping at one another. There's been a little bit of that lately. Her on the almond milk creamer. Wow, I don't remember what that brand was. It's a newish brand.
Yeah.
It's technically almond milk creamer and coconut cream, which does make it thicker than normal almond milk because normal almond milk is not thick at all. And then it's got peppermint and chocolate in it. It's yummy. It's yummy. Mm-hmm. We have our grocery store of choice is called Publix. They're a more southern grocery store. And they had it. They also have a pumpkin spice one that I think I might try because I like that. Oh, yay, Chris. I like it when somebody else has baby girls. It's okay to be any kind of way you want to be in kink, but I'll probably always be partial to baby girls. I can't imagine why. I know. Let's see. We got 8 minutes. I don't have that much bullshit in me. Not if we're going to have a bonus section at the end. Right. Oh, that was really cool. On Instagram today, I put up the reminder. I do that every Wednesday. Hey, we got the live stream. And somebody said, is there going to be time for the crickets? I'm like, always. This is what we do at the end. Bonus section. What else? What have you got? Any bullshit you want to share?
Just, if y'all notice, we're kind of layered up today.
Oh, I got fuzzy socks on that y'all can't even see.
It's chilly here in Florida for Florida.
For Florida, yeah, we have to qualify.
I did.
I know. I was qualifying for them because somebody's going to tell us about how it's like.
I did.
Not for you.
I know.
For them.
I did.
I know.
So yeah, we we had frost 2 mornings in a row.
Yeah, technically yes. Technically yes. The sun came up and it was gone though.
Yeah, well that's what frost does. Yes, frost. Yes, that's what frost does.
When I lived in the Panhandle, frost would sometimes stick around until closer to noon. So what was that then?
Heavy frost.
Yes, Daddy.
Yeah. Behave, little girl.
Do I have to, though?
Yeah.
Especially since, I don't know, I think you need a nap.
Maybe it's you that need the nap.
I would love a nap. Who will let me take a nap? I would love a nap. I would love a nap. I would love a nap. Napping would make me so happy. I would love that. Yes, for Florida, before any northern folks want to tell us about how fucking cold it is where you are. For Florida, it is cold. We are wearing layers. I'm wearing fuzzy socks. I now have new aspirations, fashion aspirations. I would like some sweatpants. My leggings are not cutting it right now. I want some sweatpants. And I want a real hoodie. I have a paper thin little hoodie. That's great for if there's a slight chill in the air. Maybe it's going to rain or whatever. But it's not been cutting it the past couple days. I need legit thick hoodie.
Yeah. And no, we know. I've been kind of following on the weather, that snowstorm that made its way across the upper states and into the Northeast. And it's a little early for some of that stuff. It's not normally that,
no.
this time of the year.
And as people keep reminding, when we talk about how cold we are here, my aunt did this the other day. She was like, oh, it's cold now. You're right. Wait till January and February when winter actually arrives for us. I was like, no. But also, if I have warm clothes, I won't mind.
Right.
But I don't have warm clothes.
So.
Hi, Corinna. Oh, I'm glad you found us.
Yeah. Welcome.
And we haven't scared you off. So I will say, little inside baseball that has nothing to do with weather because I'm already tired of talking about weather. fluctuate between I'm just going to be myself, and the crickets who know us and love us, they know us and love us, and that y'all keep coming back, so clearly we're doing something, you know, decent. And then the other side I go to is, oh my God, have we scared off new people? How will new people come and find us if I act a damn fool like I sometimes do? So yeah. Chris, resources for DDLG, quite frankly, your best bet's Facebook. There are a ton of DDLG groups.
Yeah.
I don't know of any sites off.
No.
We have some content on our site, lovingbdsm.net. And then if you just type in Daddy Dom or Baby Girl or even DDLG, it all should pop up. We have some stuff we've written and recorded. But as for actual sites that aren't, I don't, they're out there. I just don't know.
Yeah, I'm not that familiar with what's out there either. I would probably, because they cover such a wide variety of things, I would try Submissive Guide.
Yeah.
They may have some things on there.
Yeah, they're going to have it geared towards the little.
The little.
Right.
Dominant Guide, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen anything.
The Dominant Guide's a good resource, but both Dominant Guide and Submissive Guide, they don't focus on DDLG. They really don't. And part of that, I think, is because Luna, who runs Submissive Guide, I think she did or maybe still does identify more as a slave.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of where the content is geared towards. Not that it's not just about slave. There is also plenty of submission, but I don't think there's a massive focus on DDLG. Lovingbdsm.net is our site. Use the search bar, type in Daddy Dom, type in DDLG, type in little. Everything we've ever created that we've created will pop up. If you are on Facebook, look for the Facebook groups. There are a ton of them. Some are better than others, but there are a ton of them. And I
wonder, I know a lot of people have started using Kick.
Oh God.
For groups.
Ben using that, sure.
And maybe there's something out there.
And if anybody who's watching this during the live stream, or quite frankly later, you can leave a comment. And you have a resource, feel free to share it. So, but yeah. DDLG, caregiver little is the more like blanket term. Is getting a little bit more attention and not always in the negative way. So more resources are popping up. But I don't have like, oh, these are the people, definitely go there. If you're on Twitter, there are people who follow DDLG who share their, who are chatting on Twitter.
Right.
Instagram hashtags. Sometimes they have blocked some of the hashtags on Instagram, so you can't always find anybody. Kick and The Cage, past sponsor of episodes. They have different communities, and so I have no doubt that there are plenty of DDLG forums and communities there, so you can meet people and or find other resources. But we don't live in the DDLG space enough to like have a list of resources. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, Connie says it's so cold and dreary in Arizona. Solar power is depleted.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay, how much time? We've got 1 minute.
Okay.
Here we go. We're going to get started in a minute.
Okay.
You know what? I'll do a little bit of housekeeping.
All right.
So, at any point during this video, live stream, whatever, if we amuse you, if we educate you, if we help you, if we, I don't know, make the day less shitty, give us a thumbs up because that helps. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. The notification button, bell, ring that bell.
Or don't. We're a house divided.
Ring the bell and get notified when we have new content.
And you want to know why I don't? I just go, like, I watch YouTube primarily from my phone, sometimes my iPad. I go into the app and I immediately go to my subscription button at the bottom of the screen, and I go see what's new. So I don't need notifications. That's where I go first.
I hate to break it to you, not everybody's like you.
That's what I'm... Who needs an app? just going back to that from earlier, who needs an app? My point is, the reason I say I'm the type that's like, to me, it doesn't matter if you don't get the notification bell, because if you are actively using the subscription section of YouTube, then you don't need it. If you don't, then yes, sometimes notification is helpful. And I've heard people say on YouTube that the notification bell doesn't always work anyway, that you don't always get notifications. So I was just sharing my perspective.
Okay.
Thanks. He needs a nap, y'all. The daddy needs a nap. The baby girl needs a shot. Also, you can always join us on Patreon, patreon.com/KaylaLords. We do a monthly live stream where we just answer questions from our kinky patrons. And we do a few like bonus sections at the end of the video or podcast. We do one of those a month. That's just a giant bonus section. And we're going to be updating for 2020. So I don't know that if we're going to add more stuff that we do, but we are going to change the tiers a little bit. And all of that helps us do more of this. So yay for that. Yep. And that's patreon.com/KaylaLords. Link is in the description box. Always, it is always there. I made sure of that. And so that's the housekeeping stuff. And now it is officially 12:01. I am here for the topic. We're going to actually talk about what we're talking about. Not yet.
I know. I'm getting ready. Girl.
Okay, maybe I need a nap too.
Yeah.
You know, we really do love one another and we really do like each other. Okay, so the topic, we put it out there. It's even in the title. We are talking about our favorite sex toys of 2019. If you are new here, this is something we do every year, and we do it for a couple of reasons. One, because throughout the year we talk about a lot of damn sex toys, and we can't expect everybody to remember that. And two, this is the time of year most people are thinking about, hey, am I going to buy a new sex toy because of the prices and the sales and the coupon codes and the discounts and blah, blah, blah. So we like to do it. We had hoped we'd do it before Black Friday. That did not happen. So we're doing it now. And so we are going to talk about the toys that we have used this year and loved. Not every toy, not every product makes the list. We're going to talk about some honorable mentions of things we loved that weren't sex toys per se. We're going to share any coupon codes that we have, any sale information that we know about. For y'all, the links are going to be in the description box. If you give me a second before you hit the special button over there, I'm going to pop those links in. It is a shit ton of links, y'all. It is a shit ton of links. But I got them ready early.
Okay.
So that I could do this. So that if you are watching here on the live stream or the video later, and as you're hearing something, you're like, oh, I did want that. The link is right there for you to get. Can I do it from here? Probably not. I have to go over here. Give me a second, y'all. I meant to do this before, and gosh, not that we didn't have time, and I still did not. Let me see. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it in the description box, okay? It's going to be it's going to be kind of in the middle, y'all, so... yeah, and it's a ton. It is a ton. We also, if you're looking for other products and toys, we also link to all the past ones we've done of these episodes, these annual episodes. There's 4 years worth. So, okay, I don't know how long it'll take for the description box to update, but I have saved it.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ready?
Let's get into it. Okay. Before we talk about our favorite sex toys of the year, we are going to do a couple of announcements. One, I'm going to do kind of quick and easy, which is just a reminder that anybody who is in Florida or coming to Florida or can get to Florida, we will be at the Woodshed December 7th from 3 to 7 for their holiday market. John Brownstone has made a shit ton of new toys, weapons of mass destruction, to bring with us. And did you say you're probably going to make a few more before the end of the week if you have time?
Yeah.
OMG. So it's a free to enter event at the Woodshed in Orlando. The link to the FetLife event with all the information is in the description box for video watchers and in the show notes for podcast listeners. It's from 3 to 7. There's no charge to get into the Woodshed. So if you've never been to a dungeon and you've been thinking, I'd like to go to the Woodshed, this could be a time to do it. And in a very I don't want to say threatening, but not, what's the word I want? There are words, unintimidating kind of way. The lights are up. People are walking around buying kinky shit and non-kinky shit. I'm hoping the flogger guy is back because I wouldn't mind a new flogger. Yeah. I say that like I'm the one waving it around. That's for you to do. But
he'll be there. I already checked that out.
Oh, good. Okay. So that's that. December 7th, Saturday in Orlando at the Woodshed, 3 to 7. We'll be there. Okay. The next one is a programming note because I got really excited and also forgot I'm really, really bad with dates and numbers. And I thought that episode 200 was the last one before we go on our 2-week hiatus. It is not.
Nope.
So this week is episode 199. Big number. Next week is episode 200. We're going to do an Ask Us Anything. We will be posting in all social spaces for opportunities for people to submit their questions, and then we will try to get through as many as we can. If you ever needed a reason/excuse to do the live stream, to watch us on the live stream, after we get through any questions we've got, we will turn to the live stream, and if we feel like we have time to do it and energy to do it, then we will answer questions there too. Episode 201 is our last episode before Christmas and New Year's, where we take a break for 2 weeks. And that is going to be a gigantic bonus section. We're just going to sit and just bullshit. Questions might come up. We'll answer questions. We might we might do a little bit of that, like a little bit, but it'll be just let's chat. Yeah. I don't know if it'll be like a year in review kind of thing, or if we'll unveil things we've already told our kinky patrons. Like, I don't know, but we are making it very easy on ourselves for that one, the last episode for 2019. Then we take 2 weeks off, the week of Christmas, the week of New Year. There'll be no blog, there'll be no newsletter, there'll be no podcast, there'll be no videos, there'll be no nothing except whatever we do on social media because I can't help myself. And then we'll be back in the first week of the new year. There. Okay. Programming. No, done. Okay. So now, I was making the list for today's episode, and it took me a while. And like I told podcast listeners at the top of the audio for them, we need to strap in for this, y'all, because there is a shit ton to talk about. There are tons of coupon codes and sales that we know about. For podcast listeners, in the show notes, there will be links to everything. For video watchers, I have already put the links to everything, including the reviews that we've done of these products. So never just take our word for something. We're telling you what we like based on our preferences. Everybody is different. It is okay if you don't like a toy that we love. It's fine. That's just the nature of it. This will be our 5th one of these. We've done one every single year. Yeah. This is our 5th one. I think we're getting better and better at it. Anybody who follows us like closely will recognize that most of the things we tried this year made it to this list. Not everything makes it to the list, but most of the things. And the reason for that is not because we're like, ooh, let's just list everything. It's because we have gotten more selective about what we're willing to try. Yeah. So we actually have a pretty good idea if we're going to love it before we get it. Sometimes we still don't, but that's why there's such a good matchup between things we reviewed this year and things we say we love. So links to reviews will be in the show notes. Links to past years lists. So if you're looking for different toys, links to where to shop for these things and coupon codes. It's all there. Okay. There you go. Okay. We're going to start with our favorite company. Yeah. Our favorite brand. And that is Hot Octopus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we loved everything we tried from Hot Octopus this year. We genuinely did. There was the Jet, which is essentially a jetpack for a penis. The Solo Essential, which is the basic, air quote on that, version of their Solo product. They have a Solo Luxe that has extra features. It is a relaunch from their original Solo Pulse that they put out several years ago. The Digit, to which in the video review I said I wanted to build a shrine. That is still true. And I'm going to mention a fourth one. It's called the Ammo, A-M-O. It is a bullet vibe. The review of that will be out by Friday, December 6th. So people on the live stream, I'll add that link later. Y'all in the show, on the audio and the podcast, that link will be in the show notes. I'm listing Ammo because it's a good product. It is a genuinely good product. I got off. I totally got off. But not that you should ever pick a favorite child, and I would never pick a favorite child between the 14 and the 10-year-old. Who's my favorite depends on whose behavior is good today. But the Digit versus the Ammo of favorite toy of 2019, Digit wins every time. Hands down. Fucking love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Love it. It's this teeny tiny little finger vibrator. It's powerful as fuck. Although I had a conversation with a friend of mine who tried it based on my recommendation and went, yeah, it worked, but it's not as powerful as my favorite. And I'm like, there are more powerful than this? But I find it deep rumbly and delicious. Delicious. Okay. So Digit and Ammo, both small vibrators, both really, really good. Really good. Really good. Digit's my favorite. You tried the Jetpack for the penis. The Solo Essential, which is what they call a vibrator. It's a vibrator. Doesn't look like a sleeve. Doesn't look like your typical masturbator.
No.
Which is your favorite of the two?
Of the two? The Solo.
You used it in the video review, y'all. He's like, well, over the past 3 days, I've used it like a dozen times.
Why do you think I kept disappearing?
He did. And the spoiler alert for the Ammo video coming out. When I realized that, yes, the Ammo was good and I liked it, but I loved my Digit, I handed him the Ammo. And he used it while he was using the Solo Essential. So he's got a more intimate relationship with the Ammo bullet vibe than I do.
You know, sometimes you just need to combine.
Yes. And we are Hot Octopus junkies. We are, I should have added this at the beginning. There will be affiliate links. Not everything is an affiliate link. All products received in exchange for an honest review. Just so you know, just disclosure. I should have said that at the beginning. I get so excited because we were starting with Hot Octopus. Yeah. So, but you would agree, because I saw how you were with the Jet.
Oh, yeah.
That is still one of your favorite toys of this year.
Oh, yeah.
It's just if you're picking between your two favorite children, Solo Essential wins. Okay.
You know, they both have a place in the nightstand.
Yeah, they do. And I can just imagine if you combined them. You might literally, your whole body might explode into, a million pieces. I think if you combine that level of... The Jet is a vibrator, essentially. It wraps around, it sits around the penis, and it literally has two little motors that looks like a jetpack. It looks like a jetpack. And then the Solo Essential cups the penis, sits around it, and has oscillating plates that vibrate, but they don't really vibrate. They oscillate. Yeah, the noises this man makes. It's good. It's good. So, we have those reviews. We love those. The Digit is my go-to of nearly every vibrator I have right now in the nightstand. It is the first one I grab because it's the quietest, because it's the easiest to maneuver down there, because it feels really, really good. The Digit gives what I call a surround sound vibration for my clit. The Ammo gives a very precise, pinpointed kind of feeling. I like surround sound. Okay, I want the bass to be thumping on the clit, in the clit, under the clit, on top of the clit. The clit wants the deep bass, is all I'm saying.
Clit wants what the clit wants.
The clit wants what the clit... I need that on a shirt. I've got so many shirt ideas. Anyway, so I'm starting with Hot Octopus because we talk about Hot Octopus all the time. I get DMs like, have you got a coupon code for Hot Octopus? Guess what? Right now I do. We do have a coupon code for Hot Octopus. It is... I'm going to say this out. I'm going to spell this for you. It's 4 letters. I'm going to spell it. K as in Kayla. A as in Ammo. L as in Lords, O as in oh my fucking God. Basically, Kalo. Kalo. Now, did Kayla write down in her script the percentage you get? No, I didn't fucking do that. Because
that's too easy.
You'd think I was a professional. I'm not. Let me go into my email. I believe it's 20% off. Our coupon codes are usually 20% off. That has been the what we've done every other time. And I did not actually get confirmation that it's a 20% off code, but it is a coupon code. I may double check that, and if I'm wrong, I'll let you know. The coupon code for the Hot Octopus coupon codes only last a short time, y'all. From today, the day we were recording, December 4th, Wednesday. I'm getting dates right. You know I suck at this, right? Through December 18th. So you've got 2 weeks, and their shipping's pretty fast, depending on what you select, depending on where you order from. So you should have it. Perfect world, you'd have it before Christmas, if nothing else before New Year's. Kalo, Kalo is the coupon code for Hot Octopus. Links are everywhere. Description box, show notes. I will be putting this out on social media. Did I get it wrong?
Yes, you did.
I suck. It's Kalo 20.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm not supposed to do numbers. Okay, so I'm going to update everything. The coupon code, laugh your ass off at me, y'all, is Kalo 20. God damn it, I suck.
As in the numbers, 20.
20. I suck. I suck. I suck. I love you guys so much. Thank you for loving me. Because I so suck. I so suck. I now have to update everything.
Yes.
Everything. And I have to say it 10 more times. Kalo 20. Now, hopefully, some of y'all do not rely on your memory. And you're like, Kayla tells us 25 million times that all of this information is in a show notes page or a description box. And hopefully you go there and you get this and you have a good chuckle at my expense, because you should. I clearly have some issues with numbers. I don't know what is wrong with me. I have updated it everywhere I've already put it. Like I said,
good thing I go to school and went and learned how to read.
I'm so glad you looked at it. I got so like Kalo, Kalo. Oh, okay, Kalo. Y'all, you gotta watch me. I get so excited. I'm gonna blame my baby girl self. That's what I'm gonna do. I got so excited and I saw the Kalo and just never looked again. And just sorry, y'all. I feel like a big old dork. I do. I feel like a big old dork. I was so excited. Kalo 20. There. Okay. Now, I will say, I know I got the other ones right because they're all essentially the same. And that makes me feel better. Okay. So we love Hot Octopus. Yep. They came out with 4 new products this year. We got to try them all. We've done the reviews. I don't know what their plan is for 2020, but I hope we get to try whatever they're doing. So the next one is a toy that I have definitely played with.
Yeah.
A couple of times, at least. Loved it. They are a small sex toy maker based here in Florida as well, and that is a Pleasure Forge.
Oh, yeah.
They make dildos. They make dwarf dildos, gnome dildos, troll dildos. You like fantasy creatures and magic and stuff? This is your place. And I have a merman dildo. Yeah. And it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. And a dragon egg.
And they sent me a bag of little baby dildos that will periodically be given out because they're fucking little baby dildos and they're amazing.
But not, you love them because of the way they feel.
I like how they look too.
These things look absolutely amazing. The detail in them. And the way they do their colors in this.
They hand pour all the silicone too. So even if you ordered, let's say you ordered 5 of red and black merman dildos, every single one would be slightly different because they're hand pouring them.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The silicone is really soft. I used to think I didn't like soft silicone, especially for penetrative toys. I fucking love it. Use the right lube, get it going the right way, and that feels amazing. They do custom orders. They're really cool people. It's a really cool site. They are on Etsy, so that's cool if you use Etsy. We do have a coupon code. We are not an affiliate. We don't make money. We are like, go support a small sex toy maker. That is how we look at it. And we love their dildos. And the code is loving BDSM, all one word. You get 10% off. They were running some, I know they did some Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. They might run some other sales through the holidays. So check that. If you can get an even better deal, do it. I know that they will sometimes sell what they kind of their cast-offs, like it didn't come out perfect, so they can't really sell it as like a perfect thing. And so they'll sometimes sell those at a discount. It's amazing. And then the cool thing is you can buy what they've already made, but you can also reach out to them and go, hey, can you do this color combination? Hey, can I get, like, can you do a custom order for me? And they have different sizes. So I am give me kind of short and squat, but make it big, thick, and round. And other people, they want something the size of my forearm. You do you. You do you. So they do have a size range that you can look at, and you can decide that way too. So Pleasure Forge is amazing. They are on Etsy. Yeah, they're great. And our dildos are so pretty. They're so pretty. It's a blue, purple, silver with shimmers in it.
Yeah.
It's a swirl. It's freaking amazing. I think one of the other dildos that I still haven't tried because I gotta work my way up to it because it is a big thick boy is was it a dwarf? A dwarvish one?
I think so, yes. Yep.
So if you're into fantastical, magical creatures and fantasy and pretty colors and dildos, Pleasure Forge is a place for you. Okay, this next one.
Yeah.
So it's a big love. It's a change my fucking life love. And it is the Axis from Electrostim with the Electro Spanking Paddle.
Yes.
So the way this worked, Electrostim, the company, sent it to us, said, here, try it. Here, review it. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you so much.
Happily.
But when we give out links now, we don't actually link to Electrostim. Feel free to shop for them. They have sales all the time. Not all the time. Through the holidays, they have sales. Go for it. The links that we will send you to are through the retailer, The Stockroom. We will talk more about that later. We are affiliates of The Stockroom because of their UK, where US, we couldn't be affiliates of Electrostim. Not because we don't love Electrostim or they don't love us. It just didn't work out. So when we send you to go maybe purchase one, it's going to take you to The Stockroom. Just know that. But Electrostim, the company, sent us the Axis, which is their unit for boop, 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 making it work, right? That's a technical term, y'all. And the product they sent us to use with it's a jacked up TENS unit.
Right.
That was the word. I couldn't think of TENS unit.
It's a TENS unit, but it is way more than that.
Way more than that. You can do so much more.
You can do a lot of different things. Now, the Axis has a lot of different functions with it. One of the ways you can control it is by hand motion.
Yes.
It's got a sensor for hand motion. It has voice activation.
Right. So if you have limited mobility, or maybe one of you is tied up, you can use your voice.
Right. So
it does music too, right?
And it also has an input for music. So if you have a particular song that you'd like to electrically stimulate somebody by,
find you a good beat. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
The thing that they sent with it, because we know how to play with a TENS unit. We use his old TENS unit, used to use his old TENS unit all the time, and love some electrostimulation with the little pads. They sent us the paddle, and we have the review link. It's all linked, and we talk more about electrostimulation in that review, so you'll learn a little bit more about it. That paddle, oh my god, after I build the shrine to the digit, I'm building the shrine to the paddle, because the only way I know how to describe it, so the paddle itself is a stingy paddle. You get hit with one side of the paddle. Right. You flip it so that
Well, the paddle is just flat on one side. It's
right, and that's what you hit me with.
like a faux leather.
Mm-hmm.
And
that
then
stings.
On the other side, it is a mix of the faux leather and metal contacts.
Right. So when it touches my skin, then I get the electric. The closest way I know how to describe that sensation, I don't like the stinging hit sensation. Y'all, if you've been following, you know I'm a deep thuddy girl. I don't like sting. But stinging whack, flip it over, have the metal contacts make contact with my skin, my lubed up skin so I don't burn. And it's like a vibrator but with impact plate. It's like a vibrating spanking.
Yeah.
It is the most amazing feeling like I've ever had
now
in my life.
With the paddle, to make it more effective, you do need they have a conductive gel that goes with it.
And we used water-based lube, but we're going to get the conductive gel.
We're going to get the conductive gel and try that, because when we initially tried it at the convention, it worked very well with the actual conductive gel. So
the cool thing about Electrostim, there are still things I want us to try, and we just have not sat down to purchase them. Like they have a cock ring, they have vibrators, they have dildos, they have prostate massagers, they have toys.
They have anal plugs.
That hook to basically the jacked up TENS unit, and you get the feeling you get when you use a vibrator or a dildo or a butt plug or whatever with electrostimulation.
Right.
Oh my God.
Now see, the one thing they have that I would love to try that she's afraid of is a Wartenberg wheel.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that. Maybe one of these days.
Yeah.
So, let's see. The thing to know about Electrostim, the Axis is their top of the line unit. They have lower priced, less technologically advanced, but perfectly good units. The link that we have in the show notes and the description box is to Stockroom. Like I said, we have an affiliate link with them, and we have an affiliate coupon code. But right now, as of the day we're recording, so always check if you come later to listen or watch. The Electrostim's on sale. The paddle, the Electro paddle, is not on sale through Stockroom as of right this second, but the Axis is. This is normally like a $400 and some odd unit. It's $300 and something right now. Our coupon code for Stockroom, loving BDSM, by the way, does not work on sale items, but so it wouldn't work on the Axis, but it would potentially work on the paddle if you decided to do the paddle. So this is the time of year, I would say, if you are in the market to buy new things for your kinky fuckery, check the sales. Do not rely on us, don't quote us on sales, because it depends on how long those last. I think Stockroom is doing a Cyber Week sale with things up to 20% off. So the Electrostim changed our fucking life. And I fucking love it, because like I said, we had played with your old legit medical equipment TENS unit, and loved it. I have put those little contact pads right on my vulva, and it was amazing. That paddle and that spanking with electrostimulation added to it changed my fucking life. Okay, I love that.
And the other thing with the Axis is it's chargeable. You do not need batteries for it. It plugs into a USB charger, and you just charge, and it charges very quickly.
Yeah, and you can do so much. I think, didn't you use the Axis when my shoulder went out and I needed pads on me?
Yes.
We just used the Axis. We've just replaced our actual TENS unit from a medical supply store with the Axis, because it comes with contact pads. Why the hell not? Okay. This next one, we do not have a coupon code for. We are not an affiliate of, but we love this company. They are also a small company. It's a husband and wife team. They're based in the UK, but yes, they ship to the US. You got to check shipping on your own, y'all. And this is your toy. It is called the Offbeat Masturbator. It is basically like it's a silicone sleeve that has like texture, like bumps and ridges on the inside. It's made of silicone. There's the short one that's like 2 inches wide, tall, however you want to say that. And then a longer one that we would say, 4 inches?
About 4 inches,
4 or 5 inches. And it's very simple. No power required. Add some lube. jack
and
off.
away you go.
There you go. I'll let you talk about that.
Okay. Yeah, I love the thing. It feels great.
It's a soft silicone, right?
It's a very soft silicone with even a minimal amount of lube. It is just amazing. One of the other things that I do like about it is the way it's made with the silicone. It is so easy to clean. Okay, just take and flip it inside out, some hot water, a little bit of soap, and it's good to go. Now, for me, I like them both, the short one and the long one. I have found that I do tend towards the longer one more. The texturing inside is amazing. It's not overdone. It's just right.
Before the Solo Essential came into our life, there was almost every day a waiting to be washed offbeat on the bathroom counter. And you know what I like about that one is it doesn't require batteries. It doesn't require power.
No.
You pick it up, you lube it up, you move on. You do your thing, you know. I mean, have you used it with other toys?
No, I haven't, but...
You might. You might. Like Pleasure Forge, Go to Mish is the company that makes the offbeat masturbator. Adam and Monica are the people who run it. We love them. We've met them in Eroticon. We've talked to them online. They're amazing people. These are hand poured as well. This is their business. They are sex toy makers in the UK. They will do different random sales. They did a really interesting thing for Black Friday where every day of like the week that is basically surrounds Black Friday and Cyber Monday, they had a different deal of the day. I don't know what they'll do for the holidays. I would suggest getting on their email newsletter, quite frankly, because then whatever they're going to do, they're going to email you about it. I get the emails about it and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what they're doing. And then I get busy and I forget. And they have this year, they came out with some new products that we helped beta test. So we don't have the final version to see how they changed it. Right. And we do have one of their dildos, which is really good too. But yeah, the offbeat masturbator is this year's favorite. Yeah. Great for penis masturbation, especially no power, no sound, just simple and gives you just a little extra. Yeah. A little extra. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Next one on the list. Okay. This last one that is a legit, I would say, sex toy. We have some honorable mentions for non-sex toy products coming. But this next one is directly from the stockroom. It is from their store brand, Kink Lab. We got two products. The review just came out on YouTube this week. We have had it for a while. We are way behind on our reviews. And that is the ones that made the list. So we got we got a few products, but two things made the list because they're the things that will absolutely get used the most.
Oh, yeah.
One is a 4-point bed restraint system. So you pop it under your mattress and you have the restraints and you clip in. There's no knots. There's no ties. Nope. You wear cuffs with O or D rings. You clip and you're there. And you're there. And it lives in your bed. So it's just there. And you can tuck the straps down if you don't want anybody to see. Right. Love it. It's made, I believe it's made of leather plus the vinyl for part of the strap. Right. Really easy to use. As long as you have the ability to move your mattress around, it's really, really simple. If you don't, this could be a problem. In the comment on the video, because we said in the video, okay, if this is big enough and it's adjustable, if we've got a queen, we've got tons of room, we think it'd probably be fine for a king. But if you had a California king, you're going to want to look at the measurements. And somebody commented and said, well, we have a California king, but one of us is short and it's a problem. So if you have a California king, it might work unless you're really short. So there's that to know. That we like because I like it because it's easy. Yeah. It just makes bondage and tie me up daddy really, really easy. And it feels like really good quality. We haven't had it that long. I can't.
Well, let's face it, rope is fun, but with rope you have to have a little bit of time to invest. But with this, everything is just there. You know, clip, clip, and she's restrained.
Right. And that's what we like. Yeah. And so...
and it's, you know, some of the sets we've seen out there, we've kind of been, I'm not sure. You know, they look chintzy, they got Velcro, they don't look comfortable. This is really, really nice. I mean, it works with the cuffs, with the wrist cuffs, ankle cuffs, and the clips are solid metal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a solid product. It is a solid product. The other thing that we got that is, again, is in the review that just came out this week on YouTube. There will be a companion blog post that will be coming out this week as we're recording as well. So if you're a blog follower, you'll get it there. Is more electroplay, and it is the neon wand.
Yes.
It's basically a violet wand, y'all. Mm-hmm. Okay, so in the comments of the live stream, there's been some chat. That's why I got distracted a minute ago. There's some conversation going about electrostimulation and about people being worried that it's too painful. So it is sensation like anything else. The cool thing about electroplay is you can dial it up, you can dial it down. Somebody already said that in the chat. Mm-hmm. Here's what I can tell you, since we just talked about electrostimulation a minute ago with electrostim. The tens unit type of electrostimulation, to me, feels at the right, when you have it at the right level, it feels very thuddy. Not thuddy, but deep. It's rumbly. You can make it painful and sharp and, oh my God, get it the frick away from me. And you can make it barely there so you don't even feel it. The violet wand, while it does, the neon wand, it's made by Kink Lab, that's the official name. While it has the dial to adjust up and down, what I will tell you from the neon wand, no matter how low down it was always stingy.
It had a little bit of sting,
Always a sting. Now, the sting was sometimes not so bad, and then sometimes it was, I'm a punch you, get that away from me. So
now, the thing I'd have to say, with just kind of stepping back just a little bit to the axis, it's based on, like what she said earlier, a TENS unit. Now, I was medically issued a TENS unit years ago because I have a bad back. And the pads go on the spots where you have tight muscles due to an injury. Mm-hmm. For me, it's back problems, pinched nerves. And yeah, it goes deep into the muscle. It's
a very deep sensation. Now, if you turn it up too high, it can be very sharp.
It can be sharp.
But in general, it's just really deep. You don't feel like I never feel like I'm being electrocuted with a 10 unit electrostimulation. No. It's not a jolt. It's not a zap. It is rumbly and tingly and oh my God, it's fucking amazing. The neon wand from Stockroom, and I would imagine most other violet wand products, that feels like a zap and a jolt. That feels like, if you've ever done that thing where like you rub the balloon on your head or you rub your feet on the carpet and then you touch someone.
Right.
That's what it feels like.
Like a static electricity kind of.
But sharper.
A little bit sharper.
Cooler to look at. So the neon wand, you don't even necessarily have to completely touch the skin.
No, and it's recommended that you don't. You just get within so much distance with it, and it creates the arc.
It creates arcs, and you can actually see it if you're looking. When we were practicing on my arm, I could see it, and it was purple sparks coming off of my skin to the wand. It's fucking amazing. If you like sting and are comfortable with electroplay, you will probably like the neon wand. We learned that the only way I can tolerate that, because it is pure sting, there's no relief, it's only sting, I have to have other kinds of stimulation going on. There has to be a vibrator, you gotta be giving me a spanking, you gotta be doing something so that my mind cannot fully focus on the jolt and the sting.
Now even the neon wand, it has a dial, so you can change the intensity.
Yes, and it a little bit to a lot. That is the thing to remember about any form of sensation play, especially like electroplay. If you're using products that have dials and buttons and stuff, you can tone it way down, you can go way up. I would imagine on the electrostim axis, you could go not all the way up on me, depending on what body part we're talking about anyway, but you can go really high. On the neon wand, you had to be low, because that was just too much sting for me.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. It works well. I'm not sure if it's actually on sale right now at the Stockroom, but we got a coupon code and save you 15%. Use the code LOVINGBDSM. And yeah, if you are interested in electro play and stimulation. If you're brand new to it, think about the kind of other kinds of sensations you like in general, because I think that's a good marker. At least it has been for me. I love deep, thuddy, rumbly sensation. I love the electrostim axis, and that, specifically that paddle. If you like stinging sensations, or you just like a cool look, because the sparks are really cool, then you're going to probably love the neon wand. You love the neon wand because your sadist gets to come out.
Yeah.
It's just like loving the cane. He knows I'm like, okay, I'm not so sure about the cane. Get it the fuck away from me. But
I like the little dance and the squeaks and the squeals.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's why it gets a place on our list, even though I'm not in love with the neon wand. I think it's cool. I think it's fascinating. It definitely does what it says it will do. And I can tolerate the sensations, but he loves it because he gets to be a mean bastard. And frankly, we want the daddy to have what the daddy wants. It's just life becomes much easier at that point. But yeah, we got that from the stockroom. If it's on sale, go for the sale price. If it's not, use our code LovingBDSM, save 15%. Yeah. Okay, so we have some honorable mentions for some products that are not technically sex toys, but we loved them.
Right,
okay?
and they deserve to be have their own little spot.
Absolutely. So the first one on the list is another small maker retailer based in Florida with an Etsy shop, and that is YBBEE, as in like Bumblebee, YB Normal. They make body jewelry and nipple clamps and penis nooses / lassos, however you want to put it, labia jewelry, clit clamps, nipple clamps, and if you want the look of like nipple piercings or even labia piercings without piercings, they do jewelry that is non-permanent and you can take off when you're done. They were in the same video we did for Pleasure Forge, because we sort of decided they both sent us just generously, like with no expectation of anything. They were like, we love you here. And I went, well, of course I'm going to fucking talk about you, because one, amazing shit. Yeah. Two, I feel you out there being a small creator just trying to like make it in this world. So they have an Etsy shop as well. Yeah. I know for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, they had sales going. So definitely through the holiday season, check their sale page, see what they've got on sale. But they did give a coupon code as well. Again, all coupon codes will be in the show notes and the description box. Do not try to commit these to memory. Their code is also Loving BDSM, all one word. It's 15% off. I believe that works on sale prices too. Always check. If I got a coupon code, I'm going to check it at checkout, because you never know. But it's beautiful. Some of the stuff is really, really delicate and just, I think, feminine. It's not made for women. It's for whoever, but it's real dainty stuff. And then there's some stuff. I think somebody wanted in a giveaway. There's a set of like clover clamps that like feel like heavy machinery. Like they're massive and like, and I think,
and yet they had some beautiful adornments to them.
Yes. My little baby girl heart goes, oh, it's so cute, because it's like the meanest set of motherfucking nipple clamps you've ever seen in your life. And then it has a little jewel hanging from it, so it looks pretty. And I'm like, yeah, mood. So if you're looking for body jewelry, if you're into nipple clamps or penis anything, or labia clamps or any of that, just go check them out. If you want something pretty, you want something that like drapes across some body part with a chain or something, just go check them out. YB Normal, they're on Etsy. Coupon code is LovingBDSM, 15% off. They're great people. They realized I have a serious and clear t-shirt fetish. Made a special t-shirts with, mine was purple, because as it should be, and it had decals of bumblebees right at nipple level. So I just walked around going, boobies, boobies. You should see the video. I'm a hot mess. How is this unlike any other day? I don't know. Okay, so the next one that is on our list is definitely beloved, but it's not technically a sex toy. No. It is sex furniture. And that is the Hipster by Liberator. Yeah. So I have long wanted to try Liberator. Liberator ain't cheap. They're not. This is another investment piece. Yeah. It's big. It fits comfortably on our queen size bed. We have the review that you can watch and check that out for yourself. We do not have a coupon code for Liberator. I asked. Don't even fuck with me. You know I asked. Like, gotta keep on going. But it is the holidays, so I would definitely check for sales. They were doing some Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales, so why wouldn't they do more sales before Christmas is up? The Hipster is this really curvy one. So the typical sex wedge, which is the common term, is straight lines and like right angle, and it looks like a wedge, like a wedge of cheese.
Like a wedge, yeah.
My little cheese loving heart. It's like, yeah, it looks like a wedge of cheese. We picked the one that's very curvy and has sort of softer lines. Oh my God, we had sex in 3 positions on this thing and loved basically every second of it. In the review, we talk about how we had to learn how to allow our body to rely on the wedge. Instead of, you're used to holding your body in a position, depending on the position you're in, and with a wedge or the Hipster, you relax into it, and it changes the angles.
You let it do the work for you.
Right, and it changes the angles of your body, and we had the best doggy-style sex experience ever.
In a long time.
Maybe ever, because you finished in doggy style. We did not finish in doggy style, y'all. These knees and those knees cannot handle it. Yeah. So, Liberator Hipster is definitely a favorite. Yeah. It's definitely on our list. If you have been wanting something like that, or maybe you need something like that, limited mobility, some other physical issues that are like fucking up your sex life, try to get them on sale. If we ever get a coupon code, I'm going to blast that shit everywhere. But I asked. I didn't get it. I didn't get a no. They weren't mean to me. I just didn't get it. The next 2 are definitely not toys. They are the written word. One is we just recorded the video of this. It will be out next week with a giveaway. I'll just go ahead and tell you. And that's for BDSM Contracts. If that name seems familiar, they sponsored us for a couple of weeks in a row. They are amazing. Contracts are not required. You do not have to have a contract to get kinky. We started with one, and now we have not thought about it again. Some people never have one. It's fine. But for some people, it's very important. And so if you need help writing a contract, if you're not sure what to include, you want to make sure you don't forget anything. You want something that looks and sounds official. It's not a legal document, y'all. BDSMcontracts.org is a resource to go to. You can get a digital version or a printed copy. If you buy a printed copy, you get a digital version that's totally editable for a lower price. We like the people who run it. We like the site because it strives to be neutral. We like the idea of it, even though we would not use it. And now we've gotten our hands on it. We've gotten to read through it, and we're like, oh, this has got some good shit here. Yes. Okay. Okay, I gotta... You did a me. You just interrupted me in mid-thought.
I did.
You did. And I'm like,
dang.
Podcast listeners, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? Thankfully, she shut up, but why? Because my daddy was like, read this right here and put it under my nose while I was trying to talk. Let me get back to BDSM Contracts. I love you so much. We do have a coupon code for that. If you are wanting to maybe use something like that kind of tool in the new year for a new relationship or to get your current relationship back on track, it is not required. I'm never going to tell people they need to have a contract to do BDSM, but some people really, really like it. So I'm glad to know a decent company. Yeah. Code is Loving BDSM. You save 20% off. A printed copy, $29. A digital downloadable version of a template of a contract, $19. If you buy a printed copy for the $29, you get the digital for $4.95. So, BDSMcontracts.org. Code is, the link is all the places the links are. The code is Loving BDSM. Last honorable mention for the year is another book. I don't think it got as much attention as I would like it to, and partly because I have not updated our resources page on the website. This is a book. It's a workbook. It's not like a resource. It's a workbook.
Yeah.
From Luna Carruthers, who runs Submissive Guide. I love, full disclosure, I used to write for Submissive Guide. I love Submissive Guide. I send people to Submissive Guide all the time. Yeah. She's got a ton of books and workbooks. She's constantly putting these things out. Submissive Reflections is one she put directly in my hands and I got to look at. if I was at a place in my life where I was confused about my submission, where I was new to submission, where I was maybe in between relationships, and I know some of y'all out here relate, you're in a DS relationship, you're mostly happy, but things just aren't right. This is the workbook I would do, because she takes you kind of on a journey of what it means to be a submissive through the workbook. It's what kind of submissive? What are your goals? How are you going to take care of yourself? What do you want to do differently? What don't you want to do anymore? And it's a full workbook that uses things like your personality and outside things that aren't just, let me think about sexual submission. It's really, really good. It's really interesting. It's not too thick, but it's a big old workbook, like 5 sections. There is content and articles and written information in there for you to read the section, think about it, and then do the workbook section, the worksheet essentially. There's free writing. Was there a coloring page? Am I remembering that?
I don't remember.
You'd have to see the review. Don't worry, we've linked it below. Below or in the show notes, depending on how you're hearing my voice right now. But for the amount of submissives I talk to who feel very, very lost, or very uncertain of themselves, especially new or in between relationships, I cannot recommend it enough. Not because it gives you any answers, because it doesn't. It helps you find the answers for yourself. Within you. What is it that you want? What is it that you're prepared to do? What is it that you don't want to do? Like, who are you as a submissive? And if you are in between relationships, that makes it a little bit easier when you start maybe getting back out there and meeting dominant partners to go, no, you're not going to be able to give this submissive what I need. So next. And then and what works maybe and what doesn't. Or when you're having conversations with your current dom or a potential dom, you are in a place of, I don't know, I won't say power. That's not quite the right word for those of us here in the BDSM world, but you have more confidence about what you are, what you need, who you are, what you expect, what you're going to be okay with and what you're not, because you've done some of the internal work to figure that out. And oh my God, I will continue to just send folks to the Submissive Guide website in general. That book, it is not, this is not a 99-cent book on Amazon, y'all. I do have the Amazon link. You can get a Kindle version for 16 something. You can get a printed version for like $25. Again, that's US, so your country of origin, it may vary. But I highly recommend it for my submissive friends out there who are trying to figure it yourselves out. Okay. One more thing. Good God Almighty. This is a special mention that is not about a toy that's new that maybe you have not heard of, because at the end of last year we were talking about it a lot, and it is Lodbrock. We have a very popular video on our YouTube channel. Like one of our top videos is the Lodbrock review of the pillory set. And then at the very beginning of the year, we did talk about the foot pillory set. We have that too now. They both are hidden because it looks like we're literally opening a dungeon with these. So Lodbrock, these are investment pieces. When we first tried Lodbrock, they had their website they were selling worldwide. Now, if you're in the US and you want to buy Lodbrock pillory sets, the paddle is my fucking favorite. Yeah. The flogger is stingy. It is not my favorite. So much. The paddle is my favorite. The stocks, the pillory set are really cool. They're really, really cool to play with. Yeah. But here's the thing. When we first heard about it, it was like $500 or $600 for a kit. It was, oh my gosh. Guess what? In the US, you can buy it at the stockroom. It doesn't go under the name Lodbrock. It has a different brand name now. It is on sale like 50% off while supplies last. Yeah. I think what they're doing is they're selling out of what they've got. I don't know if that means they're going to introduce something new later or if it's going to go away. I know you cannot buy just the paddle anymore because God knows I was trying to link to the damn paddle because I want people who like thud to get thud, and that's very nice paddle. But if you, let's say, buy the pillory set, it comes with all that and it would include the paddle. But like, I think I was looking at the stockroom site today, Wednesday, December 4th. So go check for yourself to confirm pricing. They sell it at the stockroom for like $499, I think, $499. Right now it's on sale for $249.
Yeah.
As far as I know, our coupon code would not work. Living BDSM, save 15%. But try it at checkout, because why the hell not? But if you ever watched that review or heard us talk about Lodbrock and went, yeah, I'd love that, but I'm not dropping $500 on a damn pillory. Are you kidding me? $250 if you've got it, if it's on your wish list, if you're building like your own little dungeon. We're letting you know because it seems like while supplies last. And then, like I said, I don't know if it'll be gone or if it's going to be replaced by something else. I don't know what's happening. I just know that every time I go to check the stockroom site, like 2 months ago, the paddle was still there, and now the paddle's not there. The flogger, I think, is still there if you like a nice, tight, stingy flogger. But the sets and the pillories, foot, ankle, and the head one, which is the big one that we tried, they have all of those at the stockroom. Link in the description box for YouTube, in show notes for podcast listeners. My intention, we shall see, over the next several days is to blast some of these links out, especially like for Hot Octopus, because that's a short-term link, short-term coupon code, to put these on social media as well. Because if you're going to buy sex toys anyway, I don't want you paying full price for them. Come on. Nobody's got time for full price. I mean, would I pay full price for something I absolutely know I'm going to love? Yes. When I finally buy the Electrostim cock ring that he is going to wear while he fucks me, I'm going to pay whatever it is. No problem. Not even an issue. That's why I haven't bought it yet. I haven't bought it yet because I don't think it's all that expensive. The Electrostim products are not cheap. Hello, it's Electroplay in a sex toy. It's not going to be cheap. But it's not overly expensive. It's not like, a few $100s for it, but I still haven't purchased it. So that is, oh my God, y'all, our list. I'm going to tell you, if anything intrigued you, if you're like, ooh, I remembered that review, I want to buy that while there's a coupon code or while it's on sale, everything is show notes, which will be a blog post on the Loving BDSM website as of Friday, December 6th, in the description box for YouTube. It's all there. If a code doesn't work, if a link doesn't work, reach out. We will get you the correct one. I pulled all the links today, and hell, I couldn't even get a coupon code right. So something might not work. Just let us know. Right. We will try to be on top of it. And then the thing you distracted me with while I was ranting and raving, in a good way, is the message in the live stream for anybody who can't see the live stream or missed it or is listening on podcast. YB Normal is on sale this week for 10%. It says the coupon code might not work with it, and I know some systems just won't let you use 2 coupons, but it says if the coupon code Loving BDSM does not work, put the code in the note and they will issue a refund for the extra discount. Thank you, YB Normal. Let's see. It's Tammy. I saw the first comment and I didn't see the next one, Tammy. Let's see. There we go. I think, yes. So, YB Normal, they've got a sale, but you can still use your coupon code. You just got to let them know you're trying to use a coupon code, and they'll fix the difference if it doesn't take it. The stockroom, y'all, if y'all have not gone to shop there, do not pull that up while you're at work. If your work Wi-Fi will even let you, you're going to see, there's going to be nipples. There's just going to be nipples. There's going to be nipples. Mm-hmm. We are learning as we sort of continue this. It's a new partnership with Stockroom. We're a new affiliate. They just learned about us 5 minutes ago. They seem to be a great place for kink and BDSM gear. They've got every kind of every kind of kink you have that would require some sort of harness or strap or mask or whatever. They've probably got it. I've seen pony masks. I've seen puppy masks. Lots of leather. Lots of harnesses. I know right now they're doing they're doing sales all over their site. They do sell sex toys like vibrators and cock rings and stuff like that. What we're trying to do is have a go-to site if, we love Hot Octopus. We want to partner with Hot Octopus, but maybe sometimes you just want a generic cock ring. where would we recommend that you go? We wanted a place like that, and that would be as for right now. That's the stock room. And I love that their sites is sort of filled with like half naked people tied up in some precarious manner
predicament.
So I have a sore throat now from going through that list. And I think we've had years where we had longer lists. Yeah. But that's a lot.
Well, I was wondering if you waiting for you to start gasping for breath because you weren't breathing in between there.
I wasn't breathing. I'm very excited about these. I love the products that we tried this year that made this list. We genuinely love for different reasons. I think that's why this ends up being a better list than maybe in the past, because there were some in past years I had to go, well, I liked it, but would I call it a favorite? Or I'd have to go, the toy was good, but I'm not so sure about the company now. And those are, things you have to, and I so far, knock on wood, I hope it stays this way. I feel really good about all of these.
There you go.
And so hopefully if you are looking for products, certain items for your kinky fuckery, we have, if not these specific products we're talking about, we're sending you to resources and with coupon codes where you can find something that you like. I'll do a little plug. We're going to talk about it a little bit more next week, but there is a little plug if you want some either weapons of mass destruction or beautifully tasteful vanilla gifts for your vanilla family. John Brownstone, kinky fucking wood turner. You can get the kinky fuckery at shop.kaylords.com. Or you can get the Safe for Family vanilla gifts at thewooddom.com. And I know somebody out there is like, wait, the Wood Dom site's the vanilla site?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's her fault.
It is my fault. And it's because, it fools people. So some people think the Don, D-O-N, which is what you wanted.
That was what I originally wanted because I'm part Italian and wanted to go on my Italian heritage.
Right. He's literally 50% Italian. His mother is so Italian.
Tiny little,
so
with the wooden
Italian.
spoon.
Oh my God. And so I did Dom, D-O-M, when he was asking me for suggestions. I'm like, that's who the fuck you are. But other people, vanillas, read it as, kingdom. Well, they read wooddom. And they think it's like his kingdom made of wood. And I'm like, sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Whatever helps you sleep at night and not ask too many questions. But it has helped you detect fellow kinksters in the midst.
In the wild, yes. Yeah,
they're like, Dom? He's like, Dom.
Yeah.
And then they know, and it's amazing. We know we don't know who, and we're not going to ask it, privacy, anonymity, all that. But we know there's a kinkster working at the local wood store in Orlando. We don't know who. You don't know who, right? No, we don't know who. We just know that they work there because we were told by people who would know in the Orlando area, and we're like, how do we send? Like, how do you send the signal out? Do you just go, yes, I'm the wood dom, until the one person goes, oh, you are, huh? And then we need flares. We need something to let folks know. So
there's like 4 wood stores in Orlando, so there's and
I'm sure there's kinky people at all of them, quite frankly.
Maybe you never know.
I just believe that.
Never know.
So CDC has a really good tip. It's in the live stream comments for anybody watching later or listening to the podcast. So I'm going to share this. Said that her suggestion is if you are purchasing kink gifts here or overseas, think about having them shipped home rather than trying to go through TSA and explaining. Yeah, like if you purchase it, then if you're here in the country, then maybe you send it home. It depends, and I don't blame you. There's also a thing, sex toys, like a vibrator or a cock ring or even your flashlight, is gonna get through a little bit easier than kink gear. If kink gear looks like a weapon, looks like a bat, looks like it's a knife, looks like you're trying to tie somebody up and kidnap them, you have a better chance of 1, it being confiscated, and 2, being delayed because they got questions now. So think about that as well if you buy anything and need to somehow get home. So yeah, Jennifer says I need to make some BDSM ribbons. Something. I don't know, maybe it's just some of these shirt ideas. I need to write down more of my shirt ideas. We have a Redbubble account for Loving BDSM that is not defunct. I mean, it's still there. It's still live, but it's not been updated in an age. And we really do need to update that with some new styles, which means I need to hire a graphic person who knew how to make the art, because I suck at that. I can, but it takes me 100 years. I don't have time for that. But I have some other shirt ideas thanks to the 14-year-old, actually, because he comes up with these like sarcastic quips, and I'm like, that's perfect. Like the other day, I'm trying to write. I'm sitting at the desk, and I'm like, I can't think of the word. He's standing at the kitchen sink. He goes, "Word lady can't word," and I went, "You're right." And then I put that on Twitter. I'm like, look what the 14-year-old said. And all my writer friends went, I would buy that on a shirt. I would buy that on a shirt so bad. I'm like, I need to put that on a shirt. Make some fucking money. Because I like money. Anyway.
Yeah, we probably should end this and
get to the bonus section. I'd already barreled through to the bonus section.
Yeah, you pretty much did. Steamrolled it right over.
I did. So those are our favorite toys of the year. There are a shit ton of links, y'all.
Yeah.
Just take your time. If anything caught your attention, great. If you're listening to this or watching this after the holiday season, check with us. If we have a coupon code for something, or we know about a sale, we'll tell you. If you're going to use my affiliate link, y'all, I'm going to let you know how you can get it for cheaper. And yeah, you can check our past list to see if there's anything there. So yeah, that's it. We will have a bonus section.
Yes.
Because I just thought of something I wanted to say.
Of course you did.
But I stopped myself so we could get through this part.
Okay.
Because I'm a giving person that way.
Yeah. Are we good?
Yes, we are. Keep it kinky, y'all. And we'll see you next week for episode 200. OM fucking G. Did that give you enough time to write down the... Damn, I tried. Can I talk to the crickets, Daddy? Please and thank you.
Girl?
Please talk to the crickets.
Girl.
Please? Please? Can I talk to the
Girl?
crickets? Please? Please?
Go ahead.
Okay, somebody out there is a voyeur and is like, oh yeah, let's watch her back. Let's watch her back. Hopefully I got some baby girl submissive solidarity out there, and some people were like, oh, don't make her beg. Just give her what she wants. So, inside baseball time for this episode. The past couple episodes, I know I have talked faster and been sort of more breathless with my words as I try to get them out as quickly as possible than I have been in previous, few episodes before that. And in my head, when I like mentally went over how this episode was going to go, I was like, I'm going to be so calm. Stop! You don't have to laugh like that. I'm going to be so calm, and I'm going to be so just together and chill. And I'm going to, in a very deliberate way, go point by point through these items, and people are going to be able to follow along, and I'm going to sound like a professional who knows what the fuck she's doing, because I have all these notes, and I was all like prepared for once instead of just off the top of my head. And I'm like, yeah, that's what's going to happen here. It's totally going to happen. And the mic got turned on, and that is clearly not what happened. And I went, sex toys! And ran out of the gate.
Yeah, who is that person? Because it's certainly not you.
Can I tell you, want to know when she shows up? When I'm doing Smutlancer podcasting stuff. So for anybody who's unaware, I have another podcast that's about...
Surprise.
I know, creating content online, writing about sex, making podcasts, blah, 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 and making money doing it. So if you're working as a freelancer or whatever, like that is another one of my things that I do. And when I talk there by myself, I don't know, I'd have to check and see on the episodes with a co-host. But when I do a solo episode, I'm usually pretty like low key until I get into a rant. Y'all know me in a rant. I'm going to tell somebody to fuck that shit at some point because that's just what I do. But when I'm like discussing a topic, I am very deliberate. I don't get overly excited, but there is something about loving BDSM and hanging here with y'all and clearly with sex toys that I'm like a puppy let out into the yard. Like, oh, let's go. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, oh, look at me. And then sometimes I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Yeah, because I have to admit, I've noticed that difference because I edit your Smutlancer podcast.
Yeah.
And you do not talk on there anything like you do here.
Nope.
You are like it's almost like a college lecture.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's very much, I want to be very, I think, and you know what? I think it's because I do want to be seen as the professional there. Where, I mean, I'm not a professional kinkster. We do not get paid on our ability to provide kink. We're just two crazy kids having a conversation. And so I think my perception of what I do here is different than my perception of what I do at the Smut Lancer. Okay, and so it's a little bit of split personality. It sounds like split personality. It's not. Those are the two sides to me. And I know there will be times, you know what it is? And I always let an audience decide, am I educating you? Am I influencing you? Like, it's not my job to call myself that and to sort of say that's what I'm doing. But over at the Smut Lancer, thesmutlancer.com, if anybody is remotely interested. I'm getting better at that self-promotion thing. I feel very much the educator role because I know that primarily I'm talking to people who don't have as much experience as I do, that are trying to do some of the things that I'm doing.
Right.
And so I feel that role of, maybe advisor is better than educator. I feel that role of, I have information to impart that you might not know yet. I know that's what we do here. There is something about the personal nature of BDSM and kink that, even though I very, very definitely and clearly have a perspective on how I think things should be done, I also recognize that most of that perspective is unique. It's mine and is for me. I cannot impart on anybody else how you should go through your life doing kink. And so that's why it feels like more of a conversation of, oh, you want to know how I do it? Here's how I do it. Now take from that what you will. Whereas over at the Smut Lancer, I'm more like, oh no, even though it's still true that you can do what you want and take from the advice I give and ignore the rest. Over there, I'm more like, no, this is how you should totally do it. I'm just saying, because this is how you should totally do it. And sometimes it's because I've tried things that just don't work, and unless you're just really a special snowflake, it's not going to work for you either. Sometimes it's because we're talking about very clearly shitty behavior that's just not tolerable long term anywhere. But here, and it's just different. It's just different. And yeah, if anybody ever is like, oh, let me go check out, what other things Kayla's doing, it's going to sound like a whole different person. There's also the energy exchange, because you and I have a very distinct energy.
True.
That even my co-host over at the Smut Lancer is Molly Moore, sex blogger extraordinaire. She's fucking amazing. We get along really well. We really enjoy chatting with each other and recording it. But our energy exchange is something completely different. We are two bitchy women with some serious snark. We are here to go, yeah, whatever. You and I think are more playful.
Yeah.
And you bring out my baby girl side in ways that most other people just can't. It's just not going to happen.
True.
And like I said at the very beginning of this, I get good girl vibes when I feel like I've entertained somebody. And this is a kink space, so I'll take all the good girl vibes I can get. And so I'm going to try to be entertaining, I think, hopefully. I'm also going to doubt whether I'm ever entertaining. But I'm not trying to entertain in the same way over there.
True.
So.
True.
Okay. So. Yeah. Do you have anything for the bonus section? Like, we have stuff coming up, but it's going to be stuff that we'll talk to patrons first. Patreon.com/KaylaLords. Or it's stuff that we're holding off talking about until a specific date. Like, do you have anything? Like, that's all the stuff on my mind. Do you have anything? Anything going on for you?
Can I talk about the poll on Patreon?
The poll, it just went live today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can talk about it, because anybody who becomes a patron would be able to answer the poll.
Right.
Right.
So we have a little bit of a friendly competition going on.
It will also determine how we how we do our Patreon in 2020, by the way.
So some of you, all you crickets, are wonderful. We love you.
We do love you very much.
Mm-hmm. And some of the crickets have come up with kind of a name.
Proud Cricket. Is that what you mean?
Proud Cricket. And
did Little Panda Kitten come up with that first? Was Panda Kitten on Twitter who did that first? I think she's the first one who went, hashtag Proud Cricket ages ago. Like 2 or 3 years ago, y'all.
Yeah.
I think she was the first.
So one of the names that was bandied about was Cricket Corner.
Well, let's back up.
Okay.
So we redo our Patreon every year because we learn more about what our patrons want. We learn more about what we can do, what we want to do, blah, 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 blah. So I've always referred to anybody who's a patron on patreon.com/KaylaLords as a Kiki patron because that's kind of what you are.
Right.
But in the past year and a half, it's a loving BDSM sort of product property now. It's not just Kayla Lords, even though the URL is Kayla Lords, because changing that would be a nightmare. So, I told John Brownstone, and we've told our patrons, okay, through the podcast and the live streams, that we want to focus on the fact that those people who become kinky patrons are proud crickets. You don't have to be a patron to be one of our crickets. If you listen to the bonus section, you're a cricket.
If you're here to the bitter end with us,
you're automatically cricket.
You're a cricket.
You don't have to pay me shit. You don't have to use an affiliate link. You don't have to buy nothing. You are a cricket because you stick through the bonus section to the bitter end. When I used to joke that nobody was going to stay here to listen to us ramble, I would be talking to crickets, and the crickets went, "You are. We are crickets." Yeah. So we are redoing our Patreon page, and we want it to be cricket focused. Okay, we've got great artwork. Thank you, Anna, who sent it to us ages ago and said it was fan art, and she said, "Do with it what you will." And I went, "I'm gonna go use it in Patreon because it's the coolest little cricket I've ever fucking seen." It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. So, we are trying to come up with what do we want to call our Patreon page, and here comes the poll.
Yep.
I threw out 2 names, of which I like both.
Yeah.
But I like mine. I like my first choice more than I like John Brownstone's first choice. So we are a house divided.
We are.
Again. And the choices are Cricket Corner, Cricket Central.
Yeah.
So when I first said Cricket Corner, I liked Cricket Corner. And then I went, I don't know if I like Cricket Corner.
But my eyes just...
And then I went, what about Cricket Central? Like Grand Central Station is kind of where my mind went. Like this is the hub. It's not the hub. LovingBDSM.net's the hub, but it's the hub. So we are house divided.
Yeah.
And we figured we're letting patrons vote in this poll. If you are not a patron, but you're like, I might become a patron in the future, feel free to comment, tweet at us, DM us, go, I vote for, I'll take it'll be an unofficial vote. Especially if we have a tie. God damn it. So what am I cussing about now? We have the poll up in Patreon. John Brownstone went to look at the results. So far, the poll's not over yet. The poll is not over yet.
I know it's not over.
The poll is not over yet.
I know.
So far, his fucking choice is winning. By a fucking landslide. So I'm not going to say that a vote for Cricket Corner is a vote for John Brownstone and a vote for Cricket Central is a vote for Kayla Lords. And I'm not going to say it's a popularity contest. I want people to tell me what really speaks to them. I want to legit, but I'm going to treat it, whatever the results are. We'll find out which of us you love more, is all I'm saying. And I think you love John Brownstone more. But also I love John Brownstone more, so it's okay. I get it. Raxelan, you're right. Kayla didn't like being in a corner. I know it's not Raxelan, but I still read it that way. Raxelan. So I mentioned this at the top officially, but I'll chat about it here too. The programming note, there were 200 will do an Ask Us Anything. I might also include a section on assumptions. That's a YouTube thing that's gone around.
Yeah,
and sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's a little toxic. I'm like, what? That's what people assume about you? I'm a little afraid. I am a little nervous about episode 201 where we just make it a giant bonus section. Yeah. Because I feel like the reason people sometimes come and stay, at least in the early part, is because we're offering something of value. And I don't know, is an hour and a half of bullshit of value? I'm going to do it anyway because I don't want to come up with a topic. Quite frankly, I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. But I feel like we've asked the YouTube crickets to pick between their favorite parent.
Well, see, when I think of corner, I think of corner time because somebody's misbehaved.
Right. So why the fuck would I want to name Patreon a corner? You know what? I came up with both. Because I was looking for alliteration. I was like, Cricket Corner, Cricket Central, both start with C. Y'all, I'm even trying to get creative and rename the tiers something crickety. Somebody's going to be Jiminy Cricket, okay? Because that's the only cricket thing I can think of.
No, don't be scared to vote. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared, little girl. Don't be scared. Is it super indulgent of me that I just sometimes I love sharing information and thoughts and opinions. I know nobody is shocked by that. But I genuinely love the bonus section and would make it last forever.
Yeah, I know you would.
Then that little doubting, anxious voice in my head goes, no, people are going to think you're fucking crazy. Well, I am. But I mean, they're going to be like, this bitch is nuts. And then like be gone. But you know what? And then this is where the part of my brain that's not anxious goes, yeah, but then the people left are the people you want to hang out with. And so then I think, I want to hang out with them. I just want to hang out with people. Because I love this. In other news, let's see. We recorded 2 videos this week.
Yeah,
not this week. Morning. This morning before we did this. One is the BDSM contracts one we were talking about in the main episode. And another one is a 5 things episode. We are considering, we've made no final decisions. So the 5 things you ought to know series, I still like that. The topics are not coming as quickly to me anymore. We did the top of mind ones for us, so I have a feeling one of the Patreon perks might be tell us some topics. But we're thinking of specifically for YouTube, adding like not a series, but a type of video, basically a story time video where we might sit down and say, let's tell you about the first time we met, or let us tell you about the first time, my first spanking with you.
Yeah.
I had to safe word, y'all.
Yeah, you did.
Safe word.
Yeah, you did.
So we're thinking of doing videos like that in 2020, where we like just, we're not teaching you anything. We're going, here's our experience. Do with it what you will. Knowing me, I will find the life lesson for people in it because I just do that. I'm really annoying that way. So yeah, that's what we're thinking. And we have not talked about it, but I'm thinking I'm going to try and do this for 2020 for podcast listeners because I don't want podcast listeners to be left out of the new fun stuff. I'm thinking of taking the example of my sex blog writer friends who record their erotica to make it more accessible for people so that when you're listening to sexy things, it's not with a robotic voice for screen readers and stuff. Yeah. And I'm thinking of recording standalone blog posts that have been written that weren't done in other ways. Like some blog posts are also videos and some blog posts directly mirror an episode we've done. But some blog posts are just their own little thing. It's a question we answered. It's a whatever. And I'm thinking of making those mini podcast episodes for 2020. They'd be like 5 minutes or less because I'd be reading. I wouldn't even be interjecting an opinion. I would literally be reading it. I'd probably edit myself so I sound smarter, fix all the typos. But I would read it and then it would go out as a podcast episode, but it would also help people who, they learn or they need to listen to content in order to get it. They would still get that. And then there could be especially it's the same reason we started the 5 things on YouTube. Some of y'all took a leap with us and went, yeah, these crazy people put out hour-long podcast episodes, and we're here for it. I'll try it. Some people, and I'm like this, if I see a podcast or a YouTube channel and I don't know them and I see an hour and a half, I'm like, no, I don't know you. I'm not giving you that much time. So we started that 5 things series on YouTube. Right. It was 10-minute videos so that you could decide if you liked what we had to say without committing to an hour and a half to do it. And I'm wondering if that would help with the podcast too, and be more accessible, and give people more information, and give our current podcast listeners more, because I think audio listeners deserve more too.
True.
So, true. Yeah. Okay. So, and CDC asked if we're taking a holiday break. Yes. The last 2 weeks of the year, the week of Christmas, the week of New Year's, nothing. Well, I say nothing, but I know I'll be on social media and I know we'll be on Patreon.
Yeah.
But the blog, the YouTube, the podcast will all go quiet.
Yeah.
And across all of my sites, like I'm taking a break all the way across the board, 2 weeks. I have to client work 1 day each week, those weeks. But essentially out of like 14 days, I'll only work 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. I think that's good. I think I can do that.
Yeah.
Rax Leanne talked about when you, John Brownstone, were reading Masturbation Monday contributions. I don't know that, yes, exactly like that. That is actually a fairly popular podcast, and we stopped uploading to it. Like, it's got tens of thousands of downloads.
Oh, gosh.
We might want to get back to that, but that needs to be a JB thing because you got the voice.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear this voice read erotica. I would not be able to keep the snark out of it. Like, you're the daddy reading the bedtime story, the very sexy bedtime story. That's what you're doing there. And yeah, you got one of those voices. Okay. You totally have one of those voices. I'll let other people who've heard your voice let you know, because you don't believe me when I tell you that your voice is sexy as fuck.
Yeah, I hate listening to the sound of my voice.
Well, here's the thing.
Even after all this time doing videos and podcasts,
you don't have to listen to it. You just gotta record.
Okay.
It'd be sexy bedtime stories with Daddy. Who is not here for that? I'm here for that. We still have some submitted stories for Masturbation Monday that authors gave us permission to record too. Just saying, if somebody wanted to bring it back for 2020.
Okay.
We know Raxel Ann will be there with us. She said she likes how I say her name. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
I could keep going. Y'all know I could. I should be ashamed of myself.
I gotta pick up a boy soon.
Just don't throw him. Somebody will frown on that.
Yeah, I know. He's not the one I want to throw, but anyway.
Yeah, that one's taller than you now. You can't pick that one up and throw him. Okay.
All right.
See, 100% agree. JB's voice is soothing. Sexy bedtime stories with Daddy. I am here for it. Yay! Jennifer is a part of Patreon. Thank you for being a kinky patron. Y'all, I want to say, because with us making these changes to Patreon, we are going to talk about Patreon more often over the next few weeks, and we're going to do a big membership drive in January. We've already talked about that. We have not talked about it with anybody else. We've talked about it amongst ourselves. I just want you to know that we love you and we appreciate you.
We do.
Whether you become a patron or not, okay? It is why none of our educational stuff stays behind a paid wall. There are people who tell me all the time, we'd make a shit ton more money if I made you pay for it. And I think, yeah, but my whole purpose in doing any of this is to make the BDSM community a better, safer, happier place. Yeah. How does it benefit people if they can't afford to get the information, right? So we do perks for sure if you are a patron. Of course, you're going to get extra. You're going to get things you can't get anywhere else. But when it comes to the actual, like, let's help, let's talk, let's, make people's lives a little bit better, easier, you don't have to be a patron, 1, to get that, or 2, for us to know your value as being part of our audience. You don't. There are things you can do if you have no money. Sharing us with your other kinky friends is one way. Tell people, hey, you need to go listen to that 11 BDSM. They're crazy, but they got a couple points to make. You don't have to do anything. Just showing up. I can see the numbers. I can see how long people watch. Not individuals, but like I can see average watch times. I can see the number of downloads. I can see how many people in a download get through 99% of the episode. A lot of y'all. Thank you. Thank you. So just being here is meaningful. Coming back for more, meaningful. If you can do extra, if you can buy a thing, go to it, buy from an affiliate, use a coupon code, become a patron, great. You help us. You make it easier for us to do this, definitely. But you are still valuable to us, whether if you never give us a dime. Some entrepreneur with who's really cynical will be like, bitch, you're leaving money on the table. I don't care. I don't care. The information we provide is meant to enrich the entire community so people are safer and happier.
Yeah.
And have the kink experience they want. That's what this is for. That's what we do it for. We are going to do it even if we don't make money at it. If we don't make money at it, we're going to do a whole hell of a lot less of it. We're still going to be here. So for all the talk of Patreon, and we will definitely, y'all are going to get tired of hearing about it. I don't want anybody to ever walk away somehow feeling less than because they couldn't become a kinky patron.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's not how we see it at all. We just don't. Okay. I could keep going and I'm not gonna.
I know.
I love you guys.
Yes, we do.
Thank you
all
for
of you.
being here. Thank you for being crickets. Thank you for everything. One of these days we will figure out how to do, not figure out, I know how. One of these days we will figure out a way to do stuff live and in person so we can actually sit around tables and drink our coffee and have conversations.
Yeah.
One of these days. So, and then there's Jennifer in the live chat trying to make me cry. Thank you, Jennifer.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
I have so much to do. I have to edit some videos so I can actually share the experience of the ammo vibrator that cannot beat the Digit for my love. The Digit is my favorite child. Anyway, we're gonna go.
Right.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you. Go buy some kinky fuckery if you got the cash for it. That's all I'm saying. Bye.
Okay. We're clear.